Hello everyone, this is Lakshmi Ganesh Bavaraju. I welcome you all to our YouTube channel Vector X Academy. In the previous video, we have covered some beautiful questions on Newton laws of motion, especially on springs and impulses. Today we are going to discuss friction block on block problems. So without any delay, I want you to get into the concept. Let's see the first question of this particular video. For suppose, yeah, this is this question. An arrangement of the masses and pulleys is shown in the figure. Strings connecting masses A and B with the pulleys are horizontal, and all pulleys and strings are light. Friction coefficient between the surfaces and block B, surface A and block B, okay, is 0.2. Sorry, this is 0.2, and then this is 0.7. Okay, the system is released from rest. Find the magnitude of acceleration, and this is a multiple choice question. Yeah, this is a beautiful question. First of all, always remember in Newton's laws of motion, if someone asks me what is the sequence of the most important topics for JE Advanced, first I'll say constraints and that particular tension, block on block, tension problems and everything. And next I said block on block problems. So these two are the main important concepts of Newton laws of motion, and then next comes the advanced concepts, springs, spring cutting models and everything. So block on block is very much important and many students fail here. So first of all, try to analysis on the way that I'm doing this particular problem. In every problem, I'm gonna do 4 cases. In the 4 cases itself, I'm gonna get a answer. So let's see how I'm gonna solve this question. First of all, for me, I need to find the acceleration. There are 4 possible cases. What are the 4 possible cases, sir? For suppose there is no slipping throughout the system. Okay. And then there is a slipping at the bottom, and then the entire system goes together. Okay. And then case 3, there is slipping here on the upper block, and this block is at rest, and only this block moves. And the case 4, both the blocks have different acceleration, and then they both move in different ways. So these are the 4 cases. Let me repeat again. The first case, there is no slipping anywhere. The system is at rest. In the next case, there is slipping in the down, the bottom of block B, and both of them will move with a common acceleration. And in the case 3, there is relative slipping only between the blocks, and then upper block moves with an acceleration and lower block is at rest. And in case 4, both move with different accelerations. These are the 4 different cases. Now, let's solve. First, suppose, yeah, draw the free body diagram for the entire case. If I do that, this is 6G, okay, this is 1G, okay, and then what will be the tension here? Let's say this is F1 is equal to 0.7 plus, so 6, right? 0.7 into 6 into 10. So this is 42 Newton. And here we will have 3 plus 6, 9 into 0.2 into 10, that is 18 Newton. So case 1, there is no slipping anywhere. No slipping. So is that possible? Let's see. So what is the entire force on the system? Pulling force on the system. This is 60, and then this moves up minus 10, 50. And 50 is of course greater than 18, right? So of course this case fails. Now let's solve case 2. What did I say in case 2, Vacho? I said in case 2, let's verify that there is relative slipping over here, and then both the blocks move in together, right? Both the blocks move together. Let's find this particular case. 6G, let's say this is the acceleration, like this, in this way the block moves. Let's say this is the A. So let's say 60 minus 10, and then of course friction opposes the motion. So minus 18 is equal to total mass 6 plus 1, 7 plus 9, 16 into A. So 60 minus 10 is 50, minus 18 is 32. That is equal to 16 into A. So from here, I'll say A is equal to 2 meter per second square. Now, since you got this, now you should verify whether this is right or wrong because I just assumed it. Further, what should I do? Carefully understand. Now, I'm considering this particular block. So 6, right? So for suppose if the entire block is moving in this way, let's say in this way, here you have 6g, here you have acceleration A that is equal to 2, and then you will have friction here, F, right? You'll have friction here, and then you need to find 60 minus F is equal to mass, that is 12 into acceleration, that is how much 2. So F is equal to 60 minus 24, that is how much 36 Newton. So which is less than the actual friction between them? 42. So right, whatever we have done till now is right. So listen, once you find case 1 there is no slipping, in which you got, of course, no, it's not possible, you need to have slipping definitely. In case 2 you have found the common acceleration, and then you are verifying whether the situation is right or wrong. This happens in all the 2 steps, okay? So since you got in the second step itself, whatever you have done is right. So you need not worry. You can say acceleration is 2 meter per second square and both the blocks move together. Entire system moves with an acceleration of 2 meter per second square. And then, yeah, we'll find the remaining options. The magnitude of acceleration of the system is 2 meter per second square and there is no slipping, right? The magnitude of friction between block A and block B is 42. No. We got how much? 36 Newton. So there is wrong. Acceleration of block C is of course wrong. And then it's to tension in the string connected to block B and D. They are asking this. So this particular tension they are asking. Let's say this is tension. Here you are moving with up an acceleration and this is G. So T minus 10 is equal to 1 into 2. So T is equal to 12 Newton. So this is a beautiful question, conceptual question. So upcoming questions are gonna be much difficult. So try to have basic idea. Remember what are the 4 cases that we are gonna solve, and then the remaining questions that we are gonna solve will look quiz. This question I am gonna categorize into medium level, and this type of questions will come in JEE Advanced, no doubt. Now let's see question number 2. If you solve this one particular question, all your doubts on block will be solved very easily. So all the 4 cases that I said before that we are gonna apply here. See it. So carefully try to understand. So I'm gonna draw the blocks again. So let's say this is block A, this is block B, this is 1 kg, this is also 1 kg. So here you are gonna have 10, here also you are gonna have 10, right? So let's try to find the friction forces. This I'm solving for case A. So in the first case, they said mu1, that is nothing but this particular one is 0. So here you will have no friction. Mu2 is how much? 0.1. So here you will have 1 Newton. Case 1. What is case 1? There is no slipping anywhere. Is that possible? Definitely not. Because 10 plus 10, 20. Is it balanced by any other force over here? No, right? Or this wall, is it balanced by any other force? No. So case 1 itself fails. Case 2 is there is slipping between this particular block and they move together. So let's say moving together. Case moving together. Further, what should I do? 20 is equal to, here there is no friction, so 0 is equal to 1 plus 1, 2 into A. So here A is equal to 10 meter per second square. I get. Now, I should verify whether this is right or wrong. So here you say this is 1, this is 10, this is friction. Let's say this is the friction and they said this is 10, right? So 10 minus F is equal to 1 into 10. Will you agree? 10 minus F is equal to 1 into 10. So from here what will I get? The value of friction, I'll get it as, so 10 minus F is equal to 1 into 10. I get F as 0, which is less than 1, of course. So this is whatever we have solved is right. So from here itself we can say this is option R. Now let's see option B. Now mu t is equal to 0 and mu 1 is equal to 0.1. Okay, sir. Fine. So again let's draw. Now we are gonna solve it for case B. What is case B? They said mu 2 is equal to 0.1. Just wait a second. They said mu 2 is equal to 0.0 and mu 1 is equal to 0.1. Now the opposite occurs. So let's draw the diagram once again. So here is the block 1 now, and this is block 2, this is 1, this is 1. Now we are going to have 0.1 into total. How much bacho? 1 plus 1, 2 into 10. So how much? 2, right? Here friction is 2. And here there is no friction. So here you will have 10. Here also you will have 10. Actually here you will have 1 itself. Because mu into normal into mg, right? So here you will have 1 only. So let's solve. So case 1, no slipping anywhere. No sir. Case 1 itself fails because 20 is not balanced by 1. Case 2. So 10, 10, 20 minus 1 is equal to 2 into A. A is equal to 9.5. Is this right? Let's check. So this is 10, 1. Here we are having friction. Here you say it's 10, right? 1. So 10 minus F is equal to 1 into acceleration, that is 9.5. F is equal to 0.5, which is greater than 0. So here we have failed. So case 2 is also wrong. Case 3, what we are going to say? I said case 3 is nothing but the block here is at rest and then this moves. Let's say whether this block is at rest or not. This is 1, this is 10. Will it be at rest? Is it possible? No, right? This is case 3. Of course not possible. Because downward force is 10, upward force is 1. Now it will be balanced. And there is no friction also to give it an extra support. Right? Now case 4. Both of them will have different. Now I agree. 10 minus 1 friction is equal to m into A. So A is equal to 9. This is block number A. 9 meter per second square. And then for B, only 10 is equal to 1 into AB. So AB is equal to 10 meter per second square. This is for block number 2. So see, case 4 got verified. 9 and 10. Where is it? 9 and 10. So option Q, RQ. Now the second one is 0.1 and then 1. We are going to solve C. That is 0.1 and 1. So let's solve C. 0.1 and 1. Again, let's draw the diagram. So this is 1, this is 1. This side, this is 0.1. So here I will have 1, right? Here I will have 10 since they said 1, right? Now you will have 10 here, 10 here. 10, 10, 20 is not balanced by 11. So case 1 itself, it's failed. Case 1 failed. Now case 2. Let's see. Case 2 is nothing but them both move together with a common acceleration. So 20 minus you need to consider the force only here because there is slipping here and then both of the bodies move together. So 20 minus 1 is equal to 2 into acceleration. So acceleration is equal to 9.5 meter per second square. Now we need to verify it. So let's say this is 1 meter, 1 kg block. Here you will have tension and you need to find the friction over here. And they said A is equal to 9.5. So 10 minus F is equal to 9.5 into 1. So F is equal to 0.5, which is less than 10, our limiting condition. So of course, whatever we found is right. So both of them will move with a common acceleration of 9.5. So where is the option 9.5? This is P. Only S is remaining. That will be for the option D. Let's verify. But let's verify. Here it changes. This is 10. This is 1. That's the only difference for case D. So how can I solve this? Case 1, will it? No. 20 is not balanced by 11. Wrong. Case 2, of course not. Because you got acceleration as 9.5. And then y- here this is 1, this is 10. Here you said friction is 1 actually in this condition. And here you are saying acceleration is equal to 9.5. You get what? You get what? First of all, again, there is a change again. 10 minus C. Here, okay, let's solve case 2 again. So 10, 10, 20 minus 10 is equal to 2 into A. Because here it's 10, not 1. We got 9.5 and the friction force is 1 over here. So A is equal to 5 meter per second square. Now let's verify it. So for this particular block, this is 10 downward. Here you need to find friction over here. And then acceleration is again 5, right? So how can I find 10 minus F is equal to 1 into 5. So F is equal to 5, which is greater than 1. So this particular condition fails. Case 3, is it possible? Here you have 10. So for case 3, I guess here I will have case 3. Here you need to find carefully. Till now in whatever questions we have done, we didn't find case like for suppose case 3 working. Case 3 is nothing but this particular block moves 10 1 and then this is at rest. Let's see whether it will be at rest or not. 10, here you are having 10. When it is moving down, this friction force acts here like this, right? Is 11 balanced by 10? No. So case 3 again got failed. Now the only condition we have is case 4. So for case 4, 10 plus 1, they both move in different ways. So 11 minus friction force 10 is equal to 1 into acceleration of A. So acceleration of A is 1 meter per second square and then acceleration of B is nothing but 10 minus 1 is equal to 1 into acceleration of B. So acceleration of B is equal to 9 meter per second square. So acceleration of A and acceleration of B, you got it. Let's verify whether we have it in the option or not. Let's go to the option. Yeah, we have it. That is S. So this particular question I'll categorize it into tough level. If you solve this one, you'll get all the clarity, all the 4 conditions. The questions are not tough. Okay, all the 4 options are not tough. You need to verify them conceptually and then get a clarity, right? You should get a clarity and then verify them conceptually, get a clear, crystalline concept into your mind. Okay, whatever we are solving, try to get into your mind and then try to apply it. The questions will be done. Now let's solve question number 3. This is very simple question. Based on the previous questions, if you compare this question, this is of mains level. In the situation shown, the acceleration of the blocks. Okay. Also find the acceleration of the block if force is shifted from the upper blocks. They are telling you to, in the situation form, find the acceleration of the blocks. So in initial situation, F is equal to 6 Newton. So let's find the case 1. What is case 1, bacho? There is no slipping anywhere. First of all, try to find the 20 Newton here, frictions are here, this is 0. So fine. Is it possible? Is 6 balanced by 20? No, right? 20 is of course more. There will be slipping, relative slipping. So this condition failed. Case 2. What is case 2? There is, they move with common acceleration, right? Common acceleration. So for that particular case, you need to verify what? 2 into 1, 3 into acceleration is equal to, it's balanced by the friction. And then, that is balanced by 6 Newton, right? That is balanced by the force, 6 Newton. So from here, you will get A is equal to 2 meter per second square. Now I need to verify the friction. So this is 2 kg. The friction force will be F here. So F is nothing but 2 into, it is moving with an acceleration of 2 meter per second square. That is 4, right? 2 into, which is less than 20. The friction, limiting friction over here. So of course, A is equal to 2. Whatever we have found is right. Now they are telling you if I shifted this to downward, they're saying here 2, here you have 1. Now here it's 6 Newton. Now here you'll have how much? 0.2. Again here you'll have 20 Newton. There is no doubt. Now you need to find what? Case 1 is possible, no. Case 2 common acceleration. Here you will get A is equal to 2. Now for F, 1 kg block. Here you will have friction. So that is into 1 into 2. That is friction which is less than 20. So this is also right. So you may have block up or down. The friction, sorry, the applied force may be on upper block or lower block. The entire system will move with the same acceleration 2 meter per second square in both the conditions. Very, very simple question. You can solve it with ease if you have understood the concepts before. Now let's see this beautiful question. Yeah, this is one of the toughest question possible in block on block. Like when you deal with 3 block systems or multiple block systems, you need to identify the cases very well. So this one I'll say one of the toughest one, like advanced level. This is a very good problem that I would say. Let's read the question first. The 3 flat blocks as shown in the figure are positioned at 37 degrees incline and a force P parallel to the inclined plane is applied to the middle block. The upper block is prevented from moving by a wire which attaches it to the fixed support. So this is attached to the fixed support. Very good. So this prevents this particular block to move. Okay. The masses of 3 blocks are in kg and coefficient of static friction for each one of these pairs of contact surfaces are shown in the figure. Determine the maximum value of P. We may have slipping before slipping. So for suppose what is the maximum value of P so that we can have the system at rest? That's the question. Yeah, what we can do? It's a tough question, of course. Let's see how to solve it. I'm also thinking. It's been many days I solved this question. Just I brought this question. One of my student has asked me doubt in the paid batch. I don't know where he got this question, but I found it interesting. Let's see. See, this block will not move. Let's say this particular case that slipping is happening here and here. Okay. First of all, let's try to find the friction forces everywhere. Here you'll have mu mg cos 37. So this will be 72. Here you will have F2. That will be mu again 0.4 mg 80 into 10 into cos 37. So this will be 256. So be careful with calculations also. Here you will have F3. That will be mu 0.5 m 30 plus 40 70 plus 50 120 into g into cos 37. That will be 480. Excellent. We got the point. Now, here we'll be having mu mg sine 37. Right. Uh, so this particular force will be how much? 180. Here you'll have 300. Here you'll have 240. Okay. I've written all the forces. Now let's see. Case number 1, case number 2, I'm explaining you carefully. See, first of all, try to find where slipping can occur. This cannot move, of course, this block. Let's say here slipping is occurring and together the system is traveling, like 50 and 40 kg block are traveling together. So there is slipping here and here, right? And next case, this is at rest, this is at rest, and only this particular block is moving. This is case 2. Case 3, there is relative slipping at all the 3 places. If we found any, but they said the maximum value of P for which we may not have slipping, right? So for that, we need to take 2 cases or 3 cases and then solve it. So the first case, if we get correct answer at any one of the case, we need not do the next case, right? Let's say the first case is, let's say these points as P, Q and R. There is slipping between P and R, right? What does that mean? 50 and 40 kg blocks are traveling together. Okay. Further, what can I do? For suppose, let's analyze this particular force. What do we got? 350, 300. Like this 40, 30 and 40 I should consider, right? That 50 and 40 kgs block. This here you have 300, here you have P, okay. Here you have 240, here you will have friction, that is 72 Newton, here you will have, and here at the ground you will have 240 Newton. And between them, the 256 Newton will get cancelled out each other, okay. Here you will have 480, sorry, not 240, here you will have 480. The friction increase 480. So 300 plus P plus 240 is equal to 72 plus 480, right? So 240 plus 300 is how much? 540. So if I take that side, 72 minus 60, that is 12. So P is equal to 12. Now we need to verify whether this is right or wrong. So if there is relative slipping between, so come on, now analysis this particular block 40 kg. Here we have 40, right? Here you have how much? 240. Here you have 480. Now this particular friction F will support this. Then only it will balance 480, no? Then only they'll travel together. So 240 plus F is equal to 480. Excellent. Now from here I can get F is equal to 240, which is less than 256. So whatever we have done is right itself. So in the first case itself, we got the right answer, that is 12 Newton. Now let's assume that the student has done the next case. That case is nothing but what he want. He's saying that there is slipping at two places, here and here also, only this block is moving in this way. So how we can do this? Case 2. Now this is 50 kg block. We have P plus 300. Here due to upper block you will have 72 Newton friction, and due to down block you will have how much? 256 Newton. So 72 and this is 256 Newton. Only let's say the 50 kg block, the middle block itself is moving. So P plus 300 is equal to 72 plus 256. Right. So P is equal to so 72 256 is much minus 28 Newton. You get P is equal to 28 Newton from here. Now whether this will be right or wrong, how we can know? So now analysis the 40 kg block. Now we'll have friction force in this direction, and you have 256 Newton in this direction now, because see, this is T56 Newton. This 256 Newton will try to support this 240 Newton now. Ayyo. Let me see. Yeah. This particular 256 Newton will try to support this 240 Newton. Now the friction force will be 256 plus 240, which is almost 496. Not almost, exactly. Which is greater than 480. So which is greater than the limiting value. Is this possible? No. So here the system will not fall. So this is a very beautiful question. Try to understand what we have done. I'm going to give a basic preview of the question that we have done. We have initially found all mu mg cos 37, the friction forces, that another forces, and then we have taken case. What is the first case? You need to find the points in which there is a possibility of slipping, and then you need to consider it. So yes, at exam hall, doing this question without the support of me or support of any teacher is tough. But once you have understood the concept clearly, you can do any type of question on this block on block, block on block models. 3 block models also, like 3 sums. But the thing you should know is take the possible cases, like where slipping will occur, what are the possible conditions of slipping, and then immediately you can verify it. I taught you in the previous questions. So in the last 3-4 questions, we are doing the same thing. We are verifying it after doing it. So that's it. Now let's see question number 5 on this block on block problems. Yeah, this is also one of the interesting question. Whenever there are 3 blocks, the situation becomes like complex, little complex. This question was also asked by one of my student while I was taking a paid batch for advanced. We have launched a paid batch. I guess all of you know that. During that particular batch, when I'm dealing some block on block questions, we almost deal 70-80 questions per chapter. Per each and every chapter, we deal 70-80 very high level questions. I thought almost 45 questions in the class, and then I have given 25 questions as homework. And then some of them has brought some new questions from outside sources. This is one such question brought by one of my student who is very good. So let's see. This is also interesting. If you have understood the previous question well, this is like a cake. You can do it easily. For suppose in the situation shown in the figure, for what value of the minimum horizontal force F sliding between middle and lower block occurs? They said there should be sliding here. You should find the cases. What are the cases? First of all, I'm writing case 1. These two blocks travel together, and then there is a sliding between these two. Got the point? Right. So let's find the friction forces everywhere. Case 1 you understood, I guess. That is 2 plus 2 together. And then 4. Right. There is a slipping. They said. Now, this is 2. This is 2. They are like together. And then there is slipping on 4. Right. Here you will have mu mg. So here you will have how much? Mu into, that is 0.2 into 4 plus 2. 6 plus 2. 8 into 10. Right. 4 plus 2. 6 plus 2. 8. So here you have 16 Newton. That will actuate as F3. Here you will have F2. F2 you will have 24 Newton. This is 2 Newton. By seeing itself you can say F1 is equal to 2 Newton. Very good. Now, when I said this particular block is sliding and then they both are sliding, right? So here you will have 24 Newton in this direction, right? Here you will have 24 Newton. And then here you will have its friction 16 Newton, right? So 24 minus 16 is equal to 4 into acceleration. So A is equal to 2. Now consider this 2 kg system. Now here you will have friction force, right? F. That F will be equal to, I am considering about this particular case, that will be equal to 2 into 2, which is equal to 4, right? Small block. I am considering on small block because I'm coming to this system. They travel together with an acceleration of 2, common acceleration. Here, if I forget to mention the units, you will say you don't know. So 4, which is greater than 2. So this condition failed. So what is the condition left? This block will travel with some different, this block will travel with some different acceleration, this one with some different acceleration. Now what is that? Now 4. Now let's consider this 4 kg block. Here you will have 24 Newton. Because of this particular block, this is 24 Newton. This is 16. I have no problem in it. 24, 16. Now 24 minus 16 is equal to 4 into A1. That A1 becomes 2, right? That is 2 meter per second square. Now what do you have here? This is 2. This is 2 kg block. Here you will have 2 Newton. Because of this friction on the small block, like this particular block, 2 Newton will oppose in this way. And here you have its own friction. That is 24. And here you will have F. So F minus 2 minus 24 is equal to 2 into the acceleration is 2. Got the point? What I'm saying, in this particular case, this particular block and this particular block are like moving in different way, but the acceleration will be same, right? So 2 into 2. So F is equal to 24 plus 2, 26 plus, like, how much is that? 30 Newton. That is the answer. Did you got the point? This is the possibility for the minimum case. What is that? This particular block moves, this particular block moves, this moves with an acceleration of the same as the lower block. That is the case 2. In that case 2, you get F is equal to 30 Newton, which is absolutely correct. So the next question, this one is a paragraph. Our typos have typed this wrong. This is 1. This is question number 2. This is option A is here. So cut this. A1 is equal to A2 is equal to 2.7. I guess this is one of the previous year question if I'm not wrong, or else somewhat related model and easy. Just if we have done the inclined friction block on block problems or block together problems for a higher level. This is not that tough. Even theta is equal to 30. So I'll give this as homework. Comment the answers below. I'll check the first comment which will be like the correct answer. I'll say and reveal their name in the next class, and also send the homework questions. Like also send the solution to our Telegram channel. I'll keep the Telegram channel in the comments. Check in the comments. Join our Telegram channel. And I'll try to bring another one video. In the next session, we are gonna have a very big video on Newton laws of motion. That will be the last video that we are doing. So that will be on constraints and general problems. Almost 15-20 questions I'll discuss. I'll bring 30 question slide. I'll try to discuss 15-20 questions. And the remaining questions, if you do as homework, from the beginning, quaternary, I've given you 5 questions. Impulse have 5 questions. Here we have discussed almost 5. Another 20 questions we'll be discussing. 20, and 15 questions as homework I'll give. And another 10 questions I'll give as DPP in our Telegram. So 5 plus 5 plus 5, 15 plus 15, 30 plus 10, 40 plus 20, 60. Within our YouTube series, if you follow seriously, you are gonna solve 60 high level questions on Newton laws of motion. I'm planning to bring this type of content, and our classes will be regular. I'll try to complete all the chapters below before your JE advanced, at least 15 days before your JE advanced. I'll try to bring one shot also, like entire chapter. I'll try to bring all the 60 questions together in one video so that we can reduce the time. You can practice, like you'll have a lot of days for the practice. If the video is releasing one video after 2-3 days only, we can release for views purpose or something, and we are not getting sufficient amount of views. Even comments are like only, I'm finding little comments in which they are telling it's useful. So yeah, we are working a lot, preparing the PPT, selecting the questions which are relevant, and then before me explaining, of course, I must do hard work on thinking how to explain it. I already know the answer because I have done this before and I have taught in the classes before. But while I'm teaching to you, I should understand how to teach. That also matters. So we are doing a lot of hard work. So it depends on you how you support it. So from the next video, what I'm doing is like after completing that particular video, we are gonna move to work power and energy. On work power and energy, if you have any doubts, if you find this question is very good, like this must be taught, this is a high level question, so that type of questions you can send to us at vectorx06 at the rate of 0 gmail.com, vectorx06 at the rate of gmail.com, all are small. Or you can post in the Telegram, like to any one of the admins or the Telegram channel. Our Telegram channel, just send to them. They'll bring it to me. I will find whether the question is useful or not, and then I'll try to bring it. So while sending that question, write your name. Where are you from? So while I'm dealing that particular question, I'll say this question was sent by this particular student, and then I'll try to discuss the answer so that you can also come and support us in our videos. So that's all for this particular video. I hope you got clarity on friction block and block. Meet you all in the next video with very high level content. The next video is going to be a banger. Almost you are going to have 2.5 hours of video itself, I think so, because I'm almost planning 20-25 questions to teach in the class. So let's see. Please do like. I'm expecting at least 100 likes or 150 likes and 20-15 subscribers increase for the hard work you are doing. All the best. Do well.